Kraft. He's responsible for user interface and video processing. Next is Mr. Charles King. He's responsible for our accelerometer hardware and accelerometer error correction and position tracking software. I am Amir Hawaiian-Kur. I'm responsible for position tracking software and accelerometer error correction. Well, the goal of our project is to create a model that tracks the position of the person in real time to be used for virtual reality. Our objectives are low latency, low cost, predictability, and precision. Our model tracks the position of the individual in a predefined area. We're using accelerometer for position tracking, augmented by computer vision-based error correction. Our model, well, we're using accelerometer as our primary device because it offers low latency and creates a constant stream of data. However, over time, the integration over accelerometer data creates significant error. With vision, computer vision, we track the position of an individual and create the second set of coordinates, which are being fed to the calculation by accelerometer in order to correct for that error. Overall, finally, actually, our coordinates are being sent to the computer to be used as control points for future simulation. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to open the floor if there's any question.
How is your technique different from, say, what's available on some of the games like the Wii or the PlayStation kind of games that do that kind of tracking?
Great question. Actually, as for the 3D modeling, we only, in the market, it's only 3D goggles and 3D TV. We're trying to get the actual position of an individual. At the end, we're going to actually feed all these coordinates to the Oculus, which is a 3D headset, but that does not track the position of the person. So we want that if, for instance, you're putting a goggle on your face and we're actually walking, that would walk with you. So it tracks your position and transfer it to the computer data.
I think what you mean is the tracking versus like the Wii or Kinect that are available now. Kinect has a lot of latency and it doesn't work well for virtual reality because for virtual reality you need very low latency or your brain can detect that you're not in a real place. And Kinect currently has 150, 170 milliseconds of latency and we're trying to get down beneath 20 milliseconds, which is really what you need for immersive VR. The Wii mode is similar and also, but it's actually even like worse because of the processing power.
Can I ask you, there are a lot of military training facilities that do this because it's much more expensive.
Right.
Do you know what the latency issues or latency times are for systems that are much more expensive like that?
I know that even the military ones that are available right now are, and they are extremely expensive, as you said. I don't know exactly what latency they've gotten down to in all of their examples, because there are different types. There are cave-like environments where you're inside a cave. There's one that, and a lot of these are still only in research, where you are connected, hardwired to it the entire time, so the your position is like a crane has to go with you, so they're very bulky. But I do know that just because of even how quickly the screens update, only recently has it really been something that could be completely immersive. So as frame rates get higher, it becomes easier to fool you into thinking it's a real place, which means our latency needs to be even lower. But I can't say specifically what is available right now. Most of those are top secret, right?
And in completion, we're actually trying to create this device to be actually less than $500 in cost. So that would be general public use for that.
Question that I have, you said, what was the reason for choosing the camera in order to track the
Yes.
why not behind the sensor radar?
Well, accelerometer over time will generate an accumulated error because of the constant that is generated when you integrate the acceleration to determine the position. And so what we're using is the tracking or the camera as a second
radar goes, radar as far as the indoor for a small area, we're gonna have more noise problem with the radar.
But you're subject to also to volume and light too.
I'm sorry.
Then with the camera, you're also subject to the level of the intensity of the light.
That is
Right,
correct.
well, our
We're
environment
using-
our environment is gonna be controlled. This is ideally for a situation like, maybe you went to a VR center where they would have a warehouse that was a controlled lighting environment that you could enter and then go into a number of virtual worlds. So you could actually travel around inside that space, but the lighting can be controlled beforehand.
Since it says indoor and outdoor environment, that's
Well,
Well, I mean, outdoor environments, and my model in my head was mostly daylight in like the middle of a park.
So you're gonna probably have more challenges with depth perception, with lateral perception.
Right.
I think when you're looking at evaluation, you're probably trying to do quantitative benchmarks on different aspects.
And it also can be calibrated, like in real time for different lighting scenarios beforehand. So, if you take measurements at multiple depths, then you can adjust your sensitivity to take out, like certain colors or a certain brightness at different times. So you can calibrate it to your environment that day.